up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Grace and I cover all things pop culture and reality television. Now, this story about Farrah Abraham is crucial because I really think that there's something wrong with the doctors who continue to touch her face. First of all, I'm a little bit behind the ball on this because it happened while I took a couple of days off for some R&R, but you know, even with this not being like the freshest piece of news, I am just so shocked that I really want to talk about it with you guys. So 3 days ago, Farrah went on Instagram to document her process getting a threaded facelift. First of all, threaded facelift for someone her age, mind you, Farrah Abraham is only 29 years old, which is far too young to be getting any kind of a facelift. In fact, facelifts are recommended for people like 55 years old, like in that range, you know? And again, she is 29 years old, which is far too young. I was reading up on plasticsurgery.org that they don't recommend anyone doing something like this before the age of like their late 30s. Again, that is a whole decade older than Farrah is currently at 29 years old. So why the FUCK, a doctor, injector, threader, whatever the heck you want to call it, allowed her to do this is beyond me. I truly think that we need a stricter board or stricter standards for plastic surgery, injectables, threadings, you name it, because it seems as though doctors and nurses and injectors are taking advantage of people. You know what I mean? Like, this does not make any kind of sense for them to just shirk the guidelines for Farrah like this, knowing that she's already someone who at just 29 years old has already done way too much to her face. She's had countless number of Botox injections and fillers. She had a chin implant taken in, then removed. She had her breasts done a couple of times. She did her hips, her butt, like she just keeps going and going with no end in sight. I'm not against plastic surgery or injections or anything like that at all. I think it's great that people are able to enhance their looks to better suit what it is that they want to do. But I think at a certain point you have to wonder whether or not a person has a real perception of themselves or a healthy perception of themselves. When you're 29 years old with this much work done on you, I think that there might be something a little bit wrong there that should be taken a look at, that would be more beneficial to you than to continue on just jackhammering away at your face. I truly think that Farrah, in fact, after a couple of like rounds, I thought she had like one of her like best, like she had like a year or 2 years where she was just perfect in terms of everything it was that she had done. Like it was perfect facial harmony. She still looked her age and she was stunning, absolutely freaking beautiful. And now here she is just continuing to go back and like tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak, and it's just making her look older and older by the injectable or by the Botox or by the facelift. So the video is quite queasy. She still has it up on her IGTV page if you want to watch the actual procedure. But remember, if you have a weak stomach like me, you will feel queasy watching her get her face like pulled and prodded at, because it just does not stop. It's like under the cheeks, it's in the jaw, it's in the eyebrow area. It just goes on and on. You see them insert like a rod through right under her skin. I'm going through the photos right now, about to gag just looking at them because I'm so squeamish about this sort of thing. And at the end of her surgery, you see her head and it looks like, I thought it was a filter almost. You know when you are on Snapchat or something and they have those fun filters you can play with? To me, this photo I'm seeing right here, it looks like a balloon filter on Snapchat where they say, okay, open your mouth wide and then we'll make you into a balloon and you fade away. I feel like that is exactly what I am looking at here. The cheeks, in my opinion, are already way overfilled. The jaw has been way chiseled, way too much to where it doesn't even support the width of her cheeks or her forehead. Like, it is just so out of harmony that it is not even funny. You know what I mean? I feel like Farrah is going to them, asking them for advice on what would suit her best, and they just keep going to the most extremes alongside her rather than telling her, listen, facial harmony, you know, the measurements, like this works best for you. Why don't you maintain your youthful look? You should not be 29 years old, going on 55, looking like you've been divorced 3 times, and you're, you know what I mean? Like, she is such a pretty girl. She doesn't need all of this. So I am just so sad to see doctors, nurses, injectors just continue to whittle away at her face, knowing that there appears to be a deeper issue at play with her. And that, like when you're a bartender, for example, you have a smart serve in Ontario. Anyway, I'm Canadian. You have to get a smart serve certification to be a bartender, and you're not supposed to continue giving people alcohol if they already appear to be way too inebriated, to the point where they, they're just too much. They're going to be a danger to themselves, to others. Like, they could be belligerent. They could be the victim of something. They could just pass out. They could throw up everywhere, alcohol poisoning. You're supposed to be responsible in that respect. And if you shirk your responsibility, you lose your smart serve license. So why is it that bartenders have to be so careful with people, take such attention to people, but a plastic surgeon doing things like this that are pretty much irreversible, right? If you're filling your face so much already in your 20s, your elasticity is going to be like this. You're just going to have to keep going and going until your face itself weighs 80 freaking pounds. Why is it that there's no repercussions for them literally jacking up young girls' faces who appear, in my opinion, to be suffering from body dysmorphia? This just really, truly breaks my heart that she just keeps going and going, and that a doctor gave her a facelift at 29 years old. A facelift. This is something that 55-year-olds have. What is going on here? I don't know what to say, you guys. I really want to get your opinions on this about Farrah Abraham. Why does she keep going on and on and on with the injections, with the Botox? And why is she doing a facelift at 29 years old? A threaded facelift. And why is a doctor allowing her to even do that? How is there no standard of ethics? I am sick to my stomach, and I really hope that something changes to save beautiful young women like Farrah, who deserve a lot better from the doctors and nurses that they are trusting with their faces. You guys, make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.